Will APS offer childcare for staff and families?
So I'll start by saying that APS does not offer childcare, especially for our school-age students. Yet we really understand the importance that these programs have. Not only do they help working families, but they also offer students opportunities to learn new things and discover new skills and interests like science and fine arts, sports, and poetry, and even community service. Especially in light of students learning remotely this school year, the need for these programs has become all the more critical. So although the district doesn't provide our own childcare services, in the past, our school's role has been to provide very low-cost facilities for community partners to come in and use our spaces to serve students and families with before and after school services. Our role has primarily been to match partners with schools and to make sure that programs were safe, including ensuring that there were background clearances for all of their staff, and that they're working with facilities and making sure that there's safety practices in programs, as well as to make sure that there's program quality. So as the district developed the reentry plan for this school year, we placed an extra attention on the need for childcare services. And that's why we even placed them in the critical partners category. This was so important because we were already limited by the number of adults that were going to be able to be allowed on our campuses, especially those within the physical proximity of students, in order for us to limit exposure to the COVID-19 virus. But we knew that childcare services were going to be so much needed. Then when we recognized from the state that we were going to, as a district, be starting with a learning model that was a hybrid learning model, we recognized that there would be even more added programs specifically for full day services for our students who weren't physically with us on our campuses. So when we started to think about this, we looked at our own spaces. Would there be any opportunity for our own spaces to be able to run some of these programs? And we were really faced with the reality that the district doesn't have the space to teach our students, even half of them, while social distancing, and also have room for full day childcare programs. So that meant that all of our childcare partners that we've normally worked with would have to find locations in the community that would host them for free or very low cost. So our team has been working diligently and identified over 40 community partners to meet some of the childcare, before and after school, and club-based program needs in our community. Unfortunately, of these 40 partners, there are less than 10, including the city and the county, that even have the capacity to think about opening up full day programs. In addition, because the majority of these 10 program organizations are licensed as childcare providers, we also need to find spaces that meet licensing requirements. So we reached out first to our faith-based partnerships through America Prays and the Shine Partnership, as well as with the city and the county, and started to look high and low for space and other resources to support the idea of full day childcare services outside of APS campuses. Over 21 faith-based organizations offered to rent their locations to providers. And we're still looking for spaces. So if you know of any, please email us at outofschooltime@aps.edu. The providers are still working to see if the cost is within their budget and if they can get the spaces licensed through the Child Care Licensing Bureau. We're supporting them with advocacy with the Children, Youth, and Families Child Care Bureau as much as we can, as well as the child care regulations are pretty stringent. We're also working with the city and the county, who are two very strong connected partners with the district, and working with them in order for them to consider or to already move their before and after school programs that were held on community centers and making them full day programs. So with so many working their hardest to try to meet this need, new full-day childcare options are starting to slowly become available. If you're looking for childcare, we recommend that you go to NewMexicoKids.org website to search their childcare directory. You can also call them at 505-277-7090 if you need to talk to someone about a referral to a child care provider, and they'll work with you on your specific situation. We also recommend that you go to the city and county websites, and you can find that at cabq.gov/family/community-centers for the city, and burnco.gov/fund for the county's website. There you will find information about their services and supports, especially those programs that they will be holding in their community centers. Finally, the APS website will also have information about childcare services as it comes available to us. We understand that childcare is a critical need for you and your family and for the whole community. And we're working hard along with all of our amazing partners from faith-based organizations, from community, providers, the city, and the county to make sure that services are available and that you have access to the information that you're needing around them. We want to thank all of our partners, and we especially want to thank you for your patience.